Hello and welcome to Waylander's Wandering, where it's that time of the week again, and we're going to go through the Sunday preview from Games Workshop, today being Sunday the 25th of June 2023. Kicking off, we have a new season of Warhammer Age of Sigmar coming up with Dawnbringer Book 1, Harbingers. It's the first chapter of the new Dawnbringer series, the prologue of an epic tale that tells of the twin-tailed crusade and its marchers from Hammerhal. Beyond the walls of this great city, champions touched by destiny rally forces to bring down the intruders or aid Sigmar's expedition. Book 1 commences the narrative with sections detailing the genesis of the Twin-Tailed Crusade and 4 harbingers who herald just some of the challenges it will face. It contains a new Path to Glory battle pack centered around recruiting harbingers and establishing communications outposts, as well as rules for 4 new harbinger heroes, each of the remnants of renown that fight alongside them. Harbingers Book 1 will also be coming as a limited edition, limited to just 500 copies. So that is something that you want. You're going to have to be on the Games Workshop website, either in that queue, if they do a queue again, or hitting refresh from around 10 to 10 on Saturday morning to get yours. If you're not bothered about the limited edition version, we'll talk more about that in a very short while. We're also seeing the General's Handbook, Pitch Battles 2023-2024, a match play update book, which is designed to last for a full year of match play. Contains a new battle pack focusing on the primal magic infusing the wild tundras of Andor. Those with suitable grasp of magic can take advantage of this wellspring of power, but they must beware of the wizard hunters wielding powerful nullstone enchantments. The battle pack is filled with new thematic new rules, including bespoke core battalions, grand strategies, battle tactics, and 12 new battle plans. If we're into our Slayers and Lawn Ornament, we are also looking at Dawnbringer's Fire Slayers or Fury's Flame Bearers. A cohort of Fire Slayers led by the eponymous Fury, a Grimhold exile who fights for the honour of his lost kin. These mighty individuals are as inspiring as they are tragic, survivors from fallen magma holes. He is accompanied by 10 Volkite Berserkers, as well as 5 Auric Hearthguard and 5 Hearthguard Berserkers, who can be either built as 10 of either if you don't want to run the Regents of Renown in your Order armies. So we're looking at 21 miniatures there, including our character model. And if you can't tell who that is, he's the guy at the front with the tactical rock. Also, we're seeing Dawnbringer's Gloomspire Git, Braggett Bottle Snatchers for everyone who ever wanted a space hopper as a child. This could be your very thing. Grots may be weak on their own, but together they form a mighty horde who will stop at nothing to fulfill their deranged desires. The rabble-rousers Braggett summoned Squigs and Grots alike to his cause with the help of his booming voice and enchanted Squig Skull. He leads the collective of crazed greenskins called Gooberpalooza, a squig herd of 10 famished cave squigs and 2 unfortunate squig hoarders who prod them into battle, plus 10 squig hoppers who can be built as Boingrot bounders if you wish, if you don't want to run the Regiment of Renown in your destruction armies. Look at those guys, I do really enjoy it. You've got to get yourself some Night Goblins, my dudes. They are so much fun. We're also looking at Dawnbringer's Flesh Eater's Court as Gerion's delegation. The Marrow Scroll Herald Gerion acts as an envoy for his vampiric powers that rule the Flesh Eater Court, a horrifying carrion creature of wizened flesh and bloodied bone, who appears as a noble envoy to those intoxicated by his cannibal madness. He leads 20 frenzied crypt ghouls, plus 3 crypt flayers and 3 crypt horrors, which can be built as 6 of either if you don't want to run the Regiment of Renown in your death armies. These guys are also rotten to the core, pun definitely intended. Look at that horribleness, it's just so nasty. Anyway, moving on, we have Dawnbringer's Maggotkin of Nurgle, Flugoth's Shudder Horde, he says, hoping it's his Flugoff. Flugoff? Yeah, why not? Flugoff. Unlike the rest of Nurgle's devotees, harbingers of decay have no sense of humour whatsoever and share their mirthless misery with foes and followers alike. Unfortunately for their foes, the grim demeanour of these sickening soothsayers is only matched by their rotten efficacy in battle. Flugoth leaves five even, putrid blight kings and 2 Pusgoyle blight lords, one of which can be instead built as a Lord of Afflictions if you don't want to run the Regiment of Renown in your Chaos armies. A much smaller box, but much more detailed miniatures. So, you know what I would say, get kids, swings and roundabouts, and if you ever feel like putting together a diorama or something featuring the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, I think I've just spotted Pestilence right there. That's it for the Age of Sigmar for this week, so we'll move on to the almighty Blood Bowl. With the Gutter Bowl, a game of street-level fantasy football mayhem expansion. Leave the glitz of the stadium and take your game to the streets and the sewers of the old world in Gutter Bowl. The anarchic game of amateur Blood Bowl action. This is not the realm of professional sportsmen and Cabal Vision glamour. It is played in the gutters where the players smash through market stalls, bounce balls of sewage pipes, and aspiring legends vie for the attention of the leagues. Rules? What rules? Gutter Bowl is compatible with any Blood Bowl team you have handy, making it a great way to get extra mileage out of your old stalwarts or start a brand new squad. The expansion contains the Gutter Bowl rulebook, a double-sided game board with streets on one side and sewers on the other, and 2 matching dugouts. Also for Blood Bowl this week, we see the Old World Alliance Blood Bowl team, the Middenheim Maulers, combine the best of the human, dwarf and halfling worlds of the Old World Alliance Blood Bowl team. This pack of 15 multi-option plastic players builds a diverse and capable team with hardy blockers, dependable throwers, and whatever the halflings are good at. Pies. They're good at eating pies. Giving coaches a flexible new approach to team building that can cover many of its own weaknesses. And I kind of like this. It's a shy. Even if you don't play Blood Bowl, some of these miniatures are absolutely fantastic just for their conversion and kit bashing potential. Well worth keeping an eye open for. And to match the Old World Alliance team, we have the Older World Alliance team card pack. Keep track of your players with its track of team cards containing 44 reference cards specifically for the Old World Alliance team. Alongside rules, reminders and positional cards to fill in for your own players, this deck also includes 16 unique special play cards designed especially for the Old World Alliance. And coming up against the Old World Alliance, we see the Underworld Denizens Blood Bowl team, the Underworld Creepers. Sneak your way up the pitch and engage in some downright dirty trickery with the Underworld Denizens Blood Bowl team, combining the best of the Goblin and Skaven teams all in one all-star package. This pack of 12 downright dastardly plastic miniatures contains some of the stealthiest players ever seen on the gridiron, such as the Lightning Plick Gutter Runner, perfect for scoring a sudden touchdown while your Goblin linemen keep your opponent busy. And just like before, the Underworld Denizens team card pack, it will also be available, featuring all the same things, but this time for the Underworld Denizens. For our US viewers, we have the Target exclusive of the Space Marine board game based on the upcoming video game. Lieutenant Titus, or Lieutenant as I believe you chaps pronounce it, returns later this year to shred Tyranids in the Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. He's getting his very own miniature, which will be the first available in Space Marine the board game, which will be exclusively available from Target web store from the 1st of July. The box contains Lieutenant Titus, 20 Termagants, 2 Ripper Swarms, and everything needed to play the game, including a 40-page story and game rules handbook, double-sided game board, dice, ruler, and a sheet of tokens. This is definitely something I would be buying if it was available to UK customers. Looks like I'm going to have to pay through the teeth on eBay for this. Such a shame. Such a shame. But that's it for our miniatures for this week, so let's move on to the Black Library. Starting off, we have Children of Teclis by Evan Dicken, which is going to be available in hardback, ebook and audiobook formats. Teclis defeated Nagash in a magical duel that will go down in history, and the great necromancer's tomb is now guarded by his children, the Lumineth Realm Lords. Gods are never truly dead, however, and the law seeker Elarin the Illuminated is searching for knowledge to prevent Nagash's eventual resurrection. This sounds absolutely fantastic. Let's get in with some high elf adventure. Also, we see Grombrindle, Chronicles of the Wanderer by Dave Geimer. Let's get a novel solely based on that ancient traveller, the White Dwarf. Tales of an aged traveller who fights, crafts and shares stories echo across the stone halls, scorching magma holes and bursting skyborne cities of the Duodin. This anthology by Dave Geimer collects 7 tales of the legendary Grombrindle in one place and is available to pre-order next week in paperback format. But that's it for this week, ladies and gentlemen. It's been my absolute pleasure to bring you this and my waffle once again. Don't forget, if you are going to pre-order any of this stuff, unless it's a Games Workshop store exclusive or like the Space Marine tie-in, the Target exclusive, please try and get all your stuff from your friendly neighbourhood game store. They are definitely worth supporting, and they are the heart and soul of this hobby. I use Mighty Lancer Games in Bridlington as my favourite. I have an affiliate link with them, QR code on screen now and link in the description down below. Please use them to get up to 20% off RRP on all your Games Workshop purchases, and they will give me a small kickback for giving them a new customer. So you get 20% off, they get a new customer, I get a small kickback. We all walk away happy. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Equally, if you don't like what I'm doing, hit the dislike button and leave me a comment telling me to shut the F up. Either way is good, baby bird. Either way is good. You've been fantastic. I've been Waylander. I love all your faces, and goodbye.